Once again, everybody, on behalf of CSI, CueSports International, and Bad Boys Billiard Productions, we are here at the 2014 U.S. Bar Table Championships 8-ball division semi-final match. Stan Tourangeau and Darren Appleton about to play 1 race to 5 for the right to go to the championship match at 7 p.m. against Corey Duell. This is Ken Shuman for the Action Report, along with Justin, of course, and Andy and Tim. And we want to say how much we have appreciated all your support the entire week. We got 2 more matches for you, and we're going to have an 8-ball champion here in the next couple of hours to go along with our already crowned 9 and 10 ball champion, Mr. SVB, who has also locked up the all-around championship. But he is nowhere to be found in the 8-ball division, having been eliminated earlier today by Skylar Woodward in a hill-hill match. So here we go. First game, Dynamite Darren to break. And it's as dry as the humidity here in Reno. And that's the one thing that Darren was afraid of when we were talking earlier. He said, as long as I can make a ball in the break, I don't think I can be beaten. And right now, he has left himself vulnerable in the very first game, giving Stan the first opportunity to get on the board. All the groups look, both groups look okay. I kind of like the solid, the stripes, if the 12 will pass where Stan is standing. He's got opening shots, obviously, on both groups. So we'll have to see what his plan is for the 12 ball, because I can clearly see it will not pass the 7. He has a couple of stripes up there to help open it up. But you still got to execute. He wanted the angle on the 11, I think, to run into the 12. Not quite sure if he's got that. We'll see here. Nicely done, and he knew he was going to have the 14 for his insurance ball, which is the ball right next to the spot. It's really a question of the 13 that's out in the middle of the table. Does that go in the side by the 4? He's taking a look at it now. Might have looked at it a little sooner. And the same with it going by the 8. It looks tight in both pockets. It has neither corner pocket. So all he's got is the lower corners as you're looking, and you'd have to get down underneath it to do that. Not that I think that's too tall of a task, but the rack would play a lot simpler if that 13 can go in the side. Each player here is assured $2,300. The winner will go on and be assured $3,600, which is second place money. Corey's already got that locked up. And 6,200 American George Washingtons for our winner. All right. Well, we'll see which side pocket he's going for on the 13, or is he going to go underneath it and take it in one of these corners? Yeah, he had to play it up top here. Nicely done. And I'm sure you all have noticed by now on the flow charts that you're watching on CTS On Demand, it says Joseph Tourangeau. That is his name, but he's gone by Stan for as long as we've all known him in the pool world, which is 30+ years. He is a bar box specialist, and he's an 8-ball specialist. So the first game onto his side of the ledger, 1-0, and he will be breaking here in the second rack. The finals are going to be at 7 o'clock. Whoever wins this match will have to beat Corey twice to be the champion. Both sets would be races to 5 games. So let's see what Stan's going to do. Usually he breaks into the second ball. And that looks like the plan, right into the second ball on the right. Ball going to drop? No, it did not. And he has returned the table to Darren with an opportunity to get back the rack that he just gave to Stan with his dry break. He's only got solid stripes, to shoot here, though. And the stripes are not bad with one exception. And that's the 14 ball near the right-hand side pocket. It can be made up where the 11 is, but he's going to have to start probably with the 10 in the upper left corner, possibly saving that 11 for an eventual combination off the stripe near the side. Well, now his plan will change because he's got to shoot the 11 next. What he's looking to do is shoot the 9 eventually, maybe the next shot or the shot after the 15 ball, and clear those 3 solids with the cue ball, opening up the pocket for the 14. Either way, there's a high degree of difficulty here in this rack. And he's given it plenty of attention, as it deserves. Looks like he might have got the angle to clear the 6-7 there. Really only has to clear the 6, but I don't know if he can do that without it hitting the 7. Doesn't want to move the 12 a lot here. Yeah, just enough now. Can he go in between the 6-7 gap just very lightly and stay there? The problem will be straight in on that 14 is no good because the 15's over on the other cushion. So what he's going to try to do is draw the cue ball one cushion at the 6-7. Right between the 1 and the 2. Wonder if he's trying to go in between the 2 and the stripe and then just bounce off the cushion. See where his finger is? And bounce off the cushion into the 2 and have the 2 stop the cue ball. It's very aggressive, but it might be the only way this is laying where he can get there. Well, he's got to look at it. It's sure not easy. But this is a world champion. And he's faced similar situations throughout his career where the pressure's on and you've got to come with the shot. He cannot afford to fall back 2-0 here. Oh, he swished it. Look at that. Never touched the cushion. What a beautiful out here by Dynamite Darren. Good out, Daz. Congratulations to Brian Butler on his 4th place finish here. And then he had to run to the airport to make a plane. He was in a position where he may have had to forfeit even if he continued or change a plane ticket in a hurry. Let's see if he has better luck this time. Most certainly did. They're still falling. 4 balls down. Depending on whether the 5 goes by the 9 will dictate which group he takes. Because stripes are tough because of the 14. He could play a 1 into the 15, or I think that's the 15, into the 5, and glance it in off the 9. That'll clear the 1. I think that's what he's looking at. But if he takes the stripes, he's going to still have to deal with that 15 ball. I think, let's see what he's doing here. Huh. I don't even know what he called, but whatever it was, it didn't work. He kind of one-stroked it. It's very rare for Darren to just get down and hit it like that. That 5 must be awfully snug for Stan to be taking this much time looking at it, unless he's just plotting his route. Because now the 15's near the 8, and it has no pocket. So it's going to be the 5 ball, I think. And that must have been what Darren was playing. Can't make the 7. He wanted to, because he wanted the 3 to get him to the 8. But now he's got to shoot the 3. Well, he doesn't have to, I guess. He can shoot the 2, but he's pretty much going to stop right there, play the 3, and then the 7, and slide over. Well, that's kind of interesting. Probably going to have to pull this out with low right 2 rails now. That really helped because now he's got a nice angle on the 7, and he's going to play for the 8 in the upper right corner. And he will take a 2-1 lead in a matter of moments here. A little short on his shape, at least as far as he's concerned, but it's no problem. Boy, I'd love to see that first shot by Darren over again. I'm sorry we don't have that capability right now. So 3 racks played. It's 2-1 in favor of Stan T, and he's breaking in game number 4. See if Stan maybe gives this just a touch more power than he did the last time to avoid all those clusters. Yeah, he did. And they opened up much, much better. Where's the 11 going? Ooh. Okay, the 9 will pass. He can roll into the 11, separate it from the 5, and he'll have the 10 ball next. He has to pretty much shoot the 9 ball. He doesn't have a solid to shoot anyway. And then he'd have to still deal with the 5. It looks like the choice to me. Just going to cheat the pocket just ever so slightly and roll into the 11. Good job. The only other ball of any consequence to get on is the 12, and he may slide up there for it right now between the 12 and the 6. And then he'd have the 11 after the 12 if he got a little funny. And if he doesn't get quite to the 12, he's got the 15 in the upper left. And he's got the 14 near the side. But I kind of like going to the 12 here. And I'd want to save the 14 and the 15 for my last 2. At least that's just my opinion from up here. But he's the champion, and I'm the commentator. Watch out. That was not the plan, I can assure you. Fortunately, if he does slice this in, he can either run right into the 6 or possibly right into the 2. But he has to cut this. It's the only shot he's got. He ran into the 4 instead, and he traveled further than he wanted to. Now he's going to have to slice another ball in. He's banking it. Beautifully done, Stan. And it's going to be 3-1 here in a matter of seconds. Corey Deuel just made his appearance. He's sitting over on the right-hand side bleachers. Much better break there by Dynamite Darren. Hole 12, where are you going? Okay. I got that. 'Yeah, you got to play solids here because of the stripe next to the 8. (15, 13, 9, 14). Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. All right, well, he did what he needed to do. Now he needs a dry break by Stan or an error. These races to 5 at this level don't take very long. They've been averaging 40 to 45 minutes here most of the day. Because it's run out 8-ball. And we've been treated to some great 8-ball play today. In the 2 previous matches that Darren won, out of his 10 wins, he ran out 8 times from the break. Nothing yet, and that's just what Dynamite Darren was hoping for. A chance to turn things back around into his favor. Because he does break in the odd-numbered games. Now he wants to take the solids. And he actually can get to the 7-10 in the side right now. That's kind of what he's looking at. Excuse me, I apologize, folks. I'm just going brain dead here at the end of the week. And my initial thought was he did want the stripes with the 7-10, but then I look over at the 12 ball, which is in a tough spot. So even though I kind of screwed that one up, maybe solids is the group, but the 3 would need to be moved as well as the 7. This is all about making the right decision here before you begin. That was really well thought out and well executed. He got a little bit unlucky that that 10 rolled up on the 6. It still may go in the side, but he's got to play the 11 now. And the 12 is still going to be tough. Well, it's got, he can play the 12 in the corner as well. It may lay better for the cue ball to do that, but he is looking in the side. It just seems pretty narrow. But as we've said, he's used to this from all that English 8 ball. Ooh, hit both jaws and still dropped. Now it's all about the 10 in the side. He's not ready to shoot it yet. He's going to shoot the 15 ball first. And if he can just bunt the 10 into, oh, well, do these go? Yeah, I guess it's going to be the 14 and then the 10. That was a world-class out right there. The way those balls were laying from the opening break, there probably weren't 5 or 6 people in the world could get out from there. And he's one of them. So brief timeout here. I think Darren just headed to the restroom, so we'll be a couple of minutes and be back in action. Stan, need to put phone away. Thank you. Okay, here we go, rack 7, Darren, the break. Oh, he crunched him, and he got a really nice bounce on the cue ball. Get the overhead camera here. Thanks, Tim, and we'll see what this looks like. Sure looks like solids to me, because you can't make the 8 unless you get those solids out of the way. And even if he had to start with that combination in the upper left, he can do that, because all the balls are legal object balls until the groups are established. He maybe could get straight to the 7 anyhow, but at worst, he could play that combination now. And he has to take the solids, and that's probably the shot. Didn't even need to go to the stripe first. He's playing the 5 ball. Just going to bump into the 9 ball here, I think. Well, maybe he's just going to pull it over. Didn't have to touch the 9. I need the bridge. And to the hill goes Dynamite Darren. Stan with early control in the match, coming off Darren's dry break, and then he returned the favor with a dry break, and advantage back to Darren. Stan breaking for the last time in the match. Winner lose this game. Let's see if Stan makes any speed adjustment at all here. He's disgusted. Just shaking his head, walking back. He's hit him in the same place every time, and only once has he had good results. So let's have a look at the layout here, and we can see that there's pretty much no pocket for the 8-ball. It's surrounded by stripes. It doesn't go in the left side. So you would expect stripes to be the group here for Dynamite Darren. And the only difficult ball is probably going to be the 9 and maybe the 14. The 7 has that corner blocked, so if he runs into the 9, he's going to want to bounce it out quite a bit. And the 15 is okay. I mean, it goes over here on this side once he clears the, excuse me, that's the 14 near the 9, once he clears the 15. But he doesn't want to shoot that first. Now he's looking at solids. And again, solids are the easier group to play, but there's less places for the 8. So I think this is the correct thing to do. And notice that he did hit the 9 with enough force to get it moving in a position where it could be made. I think he'll wind up playing the 14 ball in the upper right corner after he plays the 9. And then looks like if he stops there, looks like the 8 will either go in the left side or he'll just follow it up and play it in the corner. He just pocketed that stripe in. Follow 2 feet. And Stan, as the gentleman that he is, gives it to Darren. And Dynamite Darren has a date with Corey Dool in 40 minutes. And you do too. Darren will have to win 2 sets in order to be the champion. Stan with the 3rd place finish. He wins $2,300. He had a really great event, but Corey and Darren got him in the